Today's first reading from Isaiah has always been one of my favorites. It's such a beautiful, vivid vision of hope, of the hope that we have in the bridegroom, the hope of his healing, of his mighty power to save us. Such beautiful, vivid images of the desert coming alive at his touch, coming alive in his footsteps. But as I've come to know him more and more deeply as my bridegroom, I realize that he is always coming. He's always coming and is always here in the interior landscape of my heart. And it is in those desert places that Isaiah chapter 35, verses 1 to 10 is already happening perpetually, always. At every one of his comings to me, this is what happens to the desert of my heart. The desert and the parched land will exalt. The steppe will rejoice and bloom. They will bloom with abundant flowers and rejoice with joyful song. The glory of Lebanon will be given to them, the splendor of Carmel and Sharon. They will see the glory of the Lord, the splendor of our God. Strengthen the hands that are feeble. Make firm the knees that are weak. Say to those whose hearts are frightened, be strong, fear not. Here is your God. He comes with vindication, with divine recompense. He comes to save you. Then will the eyes of the blind be opened, the ears of the deaf be cleared. Then will the lame leap like a stag. Then the tongue of the mute will sing. Streams will burst forth in the desert, and rivers in the steppe. The burning sands will become pools, and the thirsty ground springs of water. The abode where jackals lurk will be a marsh for the reed and papyrus. A highway will be there, called the Holy Way. No one unclean may pass over it, nor fools go astray on it. No lion will be there, nor beast of prey go up to meet upon it. It is for those with a journey to make, and on it the redeemed will walk. Those whom the Lord has ransomed will return and enter Zion singing, crowned with everlasting joy. They will meet with joy and gladness. Sorrow and mourning will flee. So many years ago, in that moment of the Annunciation, the bridegroom came. He came to the womb of our Blessed Mother, and within her womb, divinity married our humanity. And deserts began to bloom in that moment. And today, he comes knocking on the doors of our desert hearts, wanting to come to us, to walk in our hearts. Imagine for a moment opening the door to your aching, mourning, sorrowful heart, and the bridegroom entering. And as he walks in the desert places in your interior landscape, the sand becomes a marsh. It becomes an oasis of his living water. And flowers and beauty bloom all around these pools of his life-giving, refreshing, cleansing, healing, living water. And before you know it, all those desert places in your heart are alive again. They're alive with his love, with his joy. He will be your joy and your gladness. You will praise his love above wine. How right it is to love him.